You've probably heard the word bankruptcy at some point in the news, in a video, in a movie, or from someone saying that a person or a company is bankrupt. The truth is, we've been given the wrong understanding of bankruptcy from the beginning, and no one has really explained what bankruptcy actually is or why it has such a bad image. If it's associated with a person or a company, for example, David is bankrupt, or XYZ company has filed for bankruptcy, people stop trusting them and even look at them with surprise. But you'll only understand bankruptcy once you understand the word insolvency. Insolvency means you've borrowed money from a person, a bank, or the government for a business because of temporary financial difficulties, or to buy liabilities such as a car or something else. Then, when it's time to repay the loan, you don't have the money to pay it back. That doesn't mean you don't want to repay the loan. It simply means you don't have the money to repay it. Now, I'll explain bankruptcy clearly so you won't have any confusion. Bankruptcy is a legal process when a person or a company becomes insolvent, meaning they're unable to repay their debts. They legally ask the court for help. The court then decides whether the person's property should be sold to repay the debt, whether new repayment terms should be created, or whether some of the debt should be forgiven according to the law. In other words, bankruptcy is the legal process used to resolve a debt problem. Once you enter bankruptcy, you may face additional difficulties. If the court decides to sell your property, it may be sold at a lower price. If the court sets new repayment terms, the interest on the loan you took may also be increased, making it much harder to repay. And if part of the debt is forgiven according to the law, you may still have to pay additional interest.